Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Smitty on behalf of TheSimStandard here, and doing a few tests here in regards of players' physical stature has to take the precedence over the player ratings, and abilities or their skill or what have you. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do a few examples here in NCAA 13, and I'm gonna do a few examples, and I'm gonna test the same in the standard game, which is APF. Now, NY Kia did a video, and I'm gonna link it in the description, where he did the test, pretty much showing the player at the minimal height, minimal weight, minimal skills on Heisman with no sliders adjusted, and you got the desired result the majority of the time without the game cheating you. Now, this is just to piggyback off of that a bit, and I'm just going to go into this here, show you the settings. As you can see, it's on Heisman. No adjusted AI at all for either the user or the CPU. And just to show you the player matchup here. Left tackle did the same case scenario, except created guy small fry, 5'5", 160, overall 99, and I gave him the ratings as he should, as I believe he should have, that would be required for his position. And just show you guys real quick. So pretty much I gave him, as far as his skills, all 9s. Okay, and I have him lined up against Michigan's best rated D lineman. Put on the right end, it's left end number 88. And in regards of his defensive skills, power moves 90, finesse move 90, block shedding 86. Okay, and when you go look at his other attributes, strength 79, speed 78, so awareness 82, what have you. So alright, now I have a replay already queued up. I'm going to show that, and then I'm going to just do 2 quick plays just so you can see what happens here. Okay, zoom in on this, and as you see here, clearly this should not happen. Clearly this should never happen. He has this guy outsized, he outweighs him, and let alone look at how the muscularity factor alone. I mean, that's, this should not happen at all. But what the game is saying, but how it's translating in terms of the video game, is that, hey, regardless of his height and his weight, this guy's a supreme blocker. This guy's the best, he's the best in the nation. He's strong, he's got the skills, he's great. And it's negating his weight. But moving forward, now, unless they're able to patch this, moving forward, especially when they're introducing physics next year, they're going to get the 2.0 grade physics engine implemented in the game. Moving forward, the height and weight must matter. You know what I'm saying? Separate from the player's skill set, their skill ratings. Okay? So, you guys see it there. I'm just going to do 2 quick examples just so that you can see, and then I'll move on to the next variable here. Okay, and just one more here. Alright, so as you guys seen those examples, you see what's happening. You know what I mean? So I'll be right back. I'm gonna test a few more variables here before I go into all pro football. Second test right here. Now I adjusted Small Fry's height, so now he's 6'5", so he's the same height as number 88 here. Now skills and everything I left the same. I'll show you guys that in a moment, but as you can see, as I go through the replay here, he's holding him up, stonewalling him, which he still should not be able to do, but the game is recognizing the player's skill over the player's size, and his size and leverage. So as you can see, you see the leverage battle here, but now what about the size? That has to be took into fully account. into full account right there moving forward. So, and I'll just show you guys real quick just for validation. As you can see, 6'5", and you see the ratings. Get to it. Okay, you see the ratings. I'll just do 2 quick plays here just to see here, just so you guys can see. And you see him get stonewalled in there, and he actually threw him back. And there he got away. Okay, and there you see once again, stuck him up the whole play. So, one more test I'm going to do in this game, and then I'm going to shift it over to APF. Here's the last and concluding test right here. Play it in regular motion, and then I'll break it down for you real quick. Alright. You see how he's getting pressed. He's getting through. So, and I'm going to show you guys exactly as to why he's getting through. Go to the player ratings real quick. You see he's a 54, and it's because I took his skills and I bumped them down to 60. Because realistically, a guy at his height and weight is not going to get pushed like that. So 60, I believe, is a fair rating. But as you can see, you've seen the result that you get. Those are the kind of results that should happen every time. But this goes to conclude that when you rate the player realistically and you don't Frankenstein the game, pretty much, you're going to get the realistic results as they should play out. As you see, despite him having, as you can see with those skills, despite him having, 92 speed, 99 strength, 90 agility, awareness, despite having all these great ratings, his skills, because his skills were low, it was depicted accordingly. And that's what should happen every single time. But what needs to be done moving forward, and I'm going to stress that this point in the entire video, is that the player's physical mass has to be held accountable prior to any rating that they have. Bottom line, plain and simple. They can have great skills, but if they don't have the weight to hold their ground to perform those skills, then it's going to be completely negated. And that's what must happen. So from this here, I'm going to move forward into all pro football, performing the same test and see what results we get. Alright everyone, here's the test using APF, showing you guys here. Small fry, 5'6", 150, but gold star player, stonewall, brick wall, bulldozer. So he's a stellar O lineman. And in this example here, I already have the replay queued. He's lined up against the late great Reggie White. You guys see, and then on the opposite end here you have Too Tall Jones lined up against a generic O lineman, and I'm gonna show you the dynamics here. Okay, watch what happens with Too Tall when he goes up against that generic, throws him right out of the way, and he gets straight to the quarterback and sacked. Okay, now on this side, you would expect the same thing to happen, especially considering that he's going up against, despite him being a gold star, he's 5'6" and only 160 pounds. 150, excuse me. But look what happens. He legitimately is driving him to the outside. So, what this goes to show you is that these guys are in 2K's football game, in this game too, is recognizing it just like how it was in the NCAA. It's acknowledging the skill. It's acknowledging the tier and the skill. It's not acknowledging that takes precedence over his physical stature. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at him. He's a bulldozer. He's a stonewall. You know what I'm saying? He's a brick wall. Like, that's all they're looking at. They're looking at those skills, and they're looking at the tier. That he's a gold star, and that's exactly how it's being played out at. Just to show you guys just so that you can see real quick here. It's on legend difficulty, not one slider touch, and no, this is not hex edited, and nor is it, you know, fin editor touch. This is all factory. So this is when it was shipped out from 2K. This is exactly what it is. Now let's do 2 quick plays here, and I'm gonna do another example or 2 variable tests with it and conclude. Right? You see the same result happen there, and then play one more here. So you guys see there that he's getting stood up, and he's buying me adequate time in the pocket. So I have a few another test or 2 I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Here's the second test. As you see, the only adjustment I made was I made him 6'5", so he's still 150. You see his skills there. And from the depth chart, I added Corey Stringer to the opposite end. So, and you see he's strength and stonewall. So, going to the replay here, just show you guys quickly so you can see what happens here. Now, you've seen what happened when you had a generic there against Too Tall. But now when you have Stringer there, he holds up better resistance. Now in this one, he beats him, he gets past. Okay? Now, that's fine, but the problem is right here. Reggie Whiteham engaged, despite the height. Nevertheless, he's getting the same result, just like the same result, same push, as if he were when he was a foot shorter. And this should not happen, bottom line. But this goes to show you, when you Frankenstein the game and you unrealistically rate a player, which is how pretty much these guys were rated, how 2K rated this game, and how the guys with NCAA rated NCAA 13. When you realistically rate the guys or create the guy, you're gonna get the realistic outcome. You know what I'm saying? Some battles Stringer will win, some of them he'll lose, some of them he'll partially win. But this case scenario, this should never happen. Plain and simple, bottom line. So I got one more example I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to wrap it up. Alright, last example here in APF. As you guys see, Small Fry, he's a bronze now. Took all abilities off him, so he's just a principal bronze tier player. No specialty skills attached. Still able to drive to the outside. Still putting up legit resistance. That should not happen. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward, regardless of whomever it is that makes the game, whether it's 2K, we already know EA is going to be implementing their physics engine, so definitely as far as NCAA, and especially with Madden and everything going forth, this can't happen. It doesn't matter what his skill rating is, he should not be able to do that. And I'm going to link in the description. I have a video that I've done a while back, like a little over a year ago, I think, in regards of NFL 2K, where I created a player, 5'6", 160 pounds, or whatever, and I maxed out his ratings and left his ratings at the bare minimal and played it on the highest difficulty as well, and he performed the proper animation, the proper technique that he could for his size. And he tried to cut block the defender every single time because he does not have the size, he does not have the height nor the weight to honestly stand his ground against the defender. And stuff like this should not happen at all. So I'm gonna have that linked in the description. Thanks a lot for you guys for checking out this video or what have you, and I shall holler at you guys later. Alright, peace.